First of all, disclaimer, I'm going to sweat more on this presentation than I have ever in my entire life, I believe. I sweat when it's not hot out, so this is going to be ridiculous, so I apologize in the front row. Today, we're at Cannes Lions, which is the advertising film festival. Just so you know, this is like the Grammys of advertising. This is where some of the biggest and brightest creative minds, as well as media and technology professionals, converge. This event, I've been coming here for maybe 7 or 8 years now. It keeps growing and growing and growing as the importance of how do we communicate with consumers in new and different ways. Everybody's here, you name it, whether it's the media companies like AOL, NBC, CBS, Twitter, Snapchat, and then you've got all the advertising agencies like FCB, Droga, so on and so forth, and then you've got all the clients that buy and produce that work coming here to meet and discuss what the future of advertising will look like for the next year, maybe the next 5. I'm taking you with me and I'm out. Hey, sorry. Pretty good, you?
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Same here, man.
Yeah.
You know, you said, you know, we think like a retailer, but the question is what is a retailer today? So, you know, the moment Amazon swoops in and buys Whole Foods, you don't think Whole Foods is going to transform what retail looks like. I mean, and then, I mean, if I'm a traditional grocery store retailer right now, I'm like, this game is over. I just lost. Like, checkmate. Like, oh God. You know, like, good night. And so, but that's what I think is tough. And I also think that you're again 100% right, which is we lean on our partners to help us move the organization faster. But Google doesn't lean on their partners to help move them faster. Google moves faster. Insights has been done the same exact way for, you know. And now we were like, okay, you want to know what flavors are trending? Guess who has that data? Well, Google. What? Google? And so the question we have to ask ourselves is, can we actually build organizations that are built for this generation? Yeah. And you know, one of the things that we always look for in organizations when we want to digitally transform is, find me the change agent, the person who can pull a rabbit out of a hat and transform my whole business overnight. Go to Facebook, everybody's a change agent. The janitor's like, I'm changing the world, man. This is just my side hustle. You know, like, so that's what we have to ask, like, what does orgs of the future really look like? And are we prepared as industries to actually be there? And so that to me is what frustrates me. And I also think that an investment in talent, like new organizations can hire their way to the future. Older organizations are carrying legacy people with them. And so how do you train that? And now it's an asset, it's 25 years of supply chain management. But the reality is it's supply chain that was built for mass in a world that's going personal. So how do you get those people who understand how to create Oreos at scale to also now understand how to create one pack of Oreo for one person that you're selling for 10x? That's data driven, that's real time. Like, the sad thing is that many organizations, you know, they look at talent management as, okay, if we continue to invest, train our talent, they might leave. But the problem is if you don't, they'll stay. I read an article that said the mark of a number 1 is where their number 2 goes to lead. And so for me, it's always been about how do I make the people who work for me or with me or around me better than me? How do I make sure that they accelerate their career faster than me? They should be able to get the cheat code from me, basically. And so if I can do that, then to me, that's really what is meaningful to me, and also ultimately is going to help drive the success of any business. Or in long term, you know, it's not like talented people are going to go anywhere. They're going to be around, and so they'll still be in my network, and they'll remember that, you know, I continue to help grow them. So that to me is kind of how I think about talent. They really want, like, we need people who are going to stay here for the next 25 years. Well, the fact of the matter is, you go to the Valley, if you can get a good developer for 2 years, like, game over. So how do we make platforms that can really, you know, support real culture change and rock star kind of approaches? Okay, I'm done.